Hello everyone. Now, today's review is about Thrawn Ascendancy. It's a damn good book. If you're a fan of Thrawn, you've probably already got this. If you aren't and want to know why you might want to get this book, it's not about Jedi. It's about a species that is in the Star Wars universe, but it's outside the Star Wars main galaxy, if you see what I mean. There's no Coruscant, there's no things like that. It's about a species called the Chiss, especially one called Thrawn. You see how this is really his origin story. It tells you a lot about Thrawn. Now, if you want to know about Thrawn, this actually, I think, could be a good place to start. Thrawn is a very, very interesting character. I'll explain my reasons for why I've titled what I've titled before, but you'll see. Thrawn is basically a genius. Now, what do I mean by that? He detects nuances in certain things. He detects small details that everybody else misses. And he sort of teaches people how to analyze the situation, how to increase the power of certain things. He also has this skill of getting himself into a situation that he exactly knows how to get out of. But he does have a weakness in this book. He does have a very big weakness that actually goes back right from the start in the original Thrawn book. And it is really interesting. It's like, oh, that's why he's like that. That's why he's not very good with politics. And it's very interesting to understand why he's not very good with politics. And this is one of the reasons I think Thrawn has, how should I put it? It's not autism. High-functioning autistic. Now, why do I think he's a high-functioning autistic? He picks out details and analyzes things to an extreme level, and I am not how should I put this? Sorry, I'm not really thinking this through. I've thought this through, but it's not really coming to me. I am not a certified autistic, but I do have autistic tendencies. I analyze things. Let's face it, I've analyzed a load of things in games that it's just like, why would you analyze that? No, you would, because it's interesting. What I think Thrawn does is he is the Sherlock Holmes of the Star Wars universe, and it's not overt. He doesn't solve crimes, but he gets the job done, and he analyzes people's artwork, their ships, their skills, their styles, and it works. Every single plan you see in every single Thrawn book, especially in this one, it's like you work it through in your head, and it's like, oh yeah, this plus this and plus this. And other people would go, there was one bit in this book that I don't think many people would get. I didn't quite get it right. It's to do with makeup. And that's all I'm going to say. Because if you're going to read the book, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But I think I sort of have. But just think about the makeup. That's all I ask. let's talk about the characters. Thrawn is, well, if you've read any of the Thrawn trilogy, even the old ones or the new one, he's Thrawn. You actually learn how he became Thrawn. He wasn't in the myth, and he was part of another family. I've forgotten the name of it. I need to go back and just highlight that, because that's really interesting. And the myth, it actually goes into some of the myth history, and it's quite interesting, because it's like, you sort of think about it, it's just like, oh, what's the myth about? The myth is Thrawn's family. Mithron-Eurodo. Now, Mithron-Eurodo is Thrawn in the actual... It's actually in Mithron-Eurodo. The myth is his family, and it's... Timothy Zahn knows how to write backstory, knows how to write lore. He created the Chiss. Thrawn was the first Chiss in the Star Wars universe because, well, he basically started the revival of Star Wars. With it's not The Last Command, Heir to the Empire. That's it. Bloody hell. One of my favourite books from Timothy Zahn. You have to read Heir to the Empire. It's one of the best. And I think Ascendancy is nearly up there. Now, that's Thrawn. I talked a bit about Thrawn. Let's talk about one of the other characters, Admiral Aralani. She's back, and we get to learn how she became an admiral. How her and Thrawn have interacted before. We thought they had in Treason. Thrawn Treason. The Treason book. The last Thrawn book. But, yeah, it really works. You understand more about Aralani, how she acts, how she reacts. And there's 2 new characters. Well, there's 3, but there's 4. But the other 2 aren't that interesting, and I sort of get confused with them. But there's this other 2 girls. There's Thurfian. I'm probably Thurfian, I think. I know I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, Thurfian. And Chewie. Now, Thurfian is an ex-Skywalker. Now, you learn about Skywalkers in the 2 previous Thrawn books. But you learn a lot more about Skywalkers in this book. If you wanted to know more about Skywalkers, you learn a lot about it. And you actually get to spend a lot of time with Thurfian, who is an ex-Skywalker, who's gone on to Admiral Aralani's ship to actually help with training this new Skywalker, which is Chewie, a 9-year-old. And she is a belter of a character. She really works. A 9-year-old character I thought was going to be a pain in the butt. Now, I didn't actually read this. It was an audio presentation. It was from Audible, and yeah, but Chewie was hilarious. She was funny. She was amusing. She was great. The writing is perfect on her. Yeah, I really like Chewie. There's also a lot of intrigue in this book, and I don't know. If you like intrigue books, if you like thrillers, this is a light thriller. And I do mean a light thriller. And it's also got intrigue in. Oh, it's just like, who's this? What are they about? I'm not going to spoil any of it. But would I recommend this book? Hell yeah. I really think it's worth every second that you spend reading it. I got it from Audible. Oh, what's his name? Hang on. Mark Thompson. He does the what's it called? The narration. It is wonderful. It's so amazing. It's just like it's perfectly timed. It's perfectly balanced. Nobody sounds wrong. Nothing you go, oh no, that's horrible. But no, it's all right, and it's like you feel like you're in a Star Wars. They're doing a Star Wars radio play. That's the kind of thing you're feeling, and it's great. Would I get on Audible or would I get the book? Depends how you feel. Would I get the audiobook or would you get the actual book? If you want something to listen to and relax to while you're doing other things, I'd get the audiobook. If you've got a lot of time, which I think a lot of us do nowadays, because let's face it, the quarantine's back on, I think, tomorrow. It depends if you like audiobooks or you like books. I like both. I think both have their place. If you've got a long car ride by yourself, go audiobook. Just go audiobook. If you've got a lot of time and you can relax, go book. But it's up to you. I wouldn't say either of them have an advantage or a disadvantage. The audiobook's great. Probably the book's great. They're both really good. The audiobook's quite long in comparison to some of them. The last book was not as long as this one. It seemed to... I didn't fully just like go through it like hell for leather, like I did with what's it called? Bloody hell. Treason. Yeah, I took my time with it. Yeah, that was a good decision. It's well worth... I'd pick it up. I really would pick it up. So, yeah, I think, personally, tell me what you think in the comments. If you know who Thrawn is, if you've read the Timothy Zahn books, am I right? Is Thrawn a high-functioning autistic? Is he basically... Should he be played by Benedict Cumberbatch? Is this the kind of thing? It's just like, okay, that would be a bit on the nose, but for God's sakes, he will be a perfect Thrawn. Yeah, I think Thrawn is a really good character because he has one ability that really works. It's nothing special. It's no, oh, he can shoot lightning, or it's just like, oh, he's a Jedi. No, he is a normal man who just thinks outside, way outside the box, and analyzes everything to the minutest detail, and he works things out. He is basically the person you want to be on your side for the zombie apocalypse. If you want somebody to choose, if you want to choose two people, you want somebody who's good with guns, and you want Thrawn. So basically Thrawn will go, right, here we go, here's how to get out of it. And you just go, right, you do this, 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 this. Right, done. It's just like, let the guns people just do their work. Thrawn isn't a man of action, but he is a man of, okay, tell the crew, tell the army to do this, it will get done, and we will win. What is Thrawn's weakness? Thrawn's weakness is he's not good politically. He can be fooled, he can be coerced, he can be triggered. You'll find that in this book, because there are some bits where it's just like, whoa, he doesn't see it coming, and you just go, Thrawn, oh dear. And then you go, oh right, that's how he gets out of it. Okay, now there is one thing I want to say about this book. You know Thrawn will survive if you're going through the whole Star Wars trilogy kind of thing. You know Thrawn survives. Is that a bad thing? No. Because with some books I read, it's just like, oh, will he survive? Will he survive? It's just like, okay, I know there's extra books in the series. He could not be in there. But, yeah, I don't know. I like this book. I like Ascendancy. I like the way it's done. I like the style. I like... Basically, get it, for God's sakes. Just get Thrawn Ascendancy. Thank you very much for watching this rather rambly review, but I hope you guys liked it. Tell me what you think if you read the book yourself. And yes, I am snotty as fuck this morning. Oh, fuck. Sorry, this evening, whatever. I am in a weird time. September has not been good for me, you guys. So, if you like the book and you agree with me, or if you want to talk to me about what I think about the book, I've given no spoilers. One tiny spoiler, but you're not gonna get it. I was on the right track, but I wasn't thinking in the right lane, if you see what I mean. I was on the right road, but I wasn't in the right lane. If you get what I'm going on with that, the makeup thing. I would get this book. I really would, if I were you guys. It's a nice, really good read. So if you like Star Wars books, get it. Thank you for watching this review. Sorry, it's like 16 minutes long, but with some book reviews, it's just like they tell you a story. I don't think you should be told the story with this. I'll tell you this. You get to learn how Thrawn became Thrawn. You get to learn how Aralani became in charge. If you know who Aralani is, don't know who Aralani is, that doesn't matter. You'll learn to love her. You meet Chewie, the Skywalker. If you don't know what Skywalkers are, you'll learn what a Skywalker is. And you meet Thalius. That's it, Thalius. Yeah, it is Thalius. And you'll learn about the Springhawk. Springhawk is their version of the Enterprise. It's very analogous to the Enterprise. I don't know why, but it's just like, it's a cruiser, and I think, yeah. So thank you for watching. See you guys later.